So this is last module of subject Environmental Engineering 2, that is module 6, and the title of this module is Solid Waste Management. So we are just dividing this whole module into different parts. So let's see one by one part. So this whole module, that is solid waste management, contains are introduction to waste and types, solid waste, types of solid waste, effect of solid waste, waste management concept, concept of 3R, and solid waste management system, that is storage, collection, waste handling and transportation, and method of disposal. Also, we are going to see the different technology of solid waste management and zero waste system and recommendations. So we start with waste. So what is waste? Waste is defined as, also known as rubbish, trash, refuse, garbage or junk material, is any unwanted or useless material that is called as waste. So type of waste are solid waste, liquid waste, gaseous waste, animal waste or animal byproduct, different products, biodegradable waste, chemical waste, commercial waste or business waste, biomedical waste, or industrial waste. So these are different types of waste. So now we are focusing on solid waste. So what is solid waste? So solid waste is defined as, it is non-liquid, non-soluble material ranging from municipal garbage to industrial waste that contain complex and sometimes hazardous substances. So most important, the solid waste is non-liquid and non-soluble waste. So solid waste also include garbage, rubbish, demolition product, sewage treatment residues, dead animals, or manure and other discarded materials. So generally, the per capita solid waste generation rate is 0.25 to 2.5 kg per day. So different sources of solid waste are, the solid waste is generated either from agricultural activities or fisheries or household activities or commercial or industrial activities. So as you can see in these images. So the municipal solid waste sources are from household, construction waste, institutional waste, agricultural or horticultural waste, and commercial waste. So the classification of solid waste of material comprising municipal solid waste. Again, municipal solid waste is a part of solid waste that we have already seen. The solid waste is divided into types of waste, that is municipal solid waste, commercial solid waste, industrial solid waste, hospital waste, etc. So municipal solid waste is a part of solid waste. So now we are going to see the classification of material or content which are present in municipal solid waste. So municipal solid waste consists of, first is garbage. So what is garbage? The animal, fruit or vegetable residues resulting from handling, preparation, cooking, eating of foods. Because food waste are putrescible or decomposable, they decompose rapidly, especially in warm weather. So next content present in municipal solid waste is rubbish. So what is rubbish? The combustible and non-combustible solid waste excluding the food waste, because food waste is comes under category of garbage. So excluding the food waste or other putrescible material. Typically combustible rubbish consists of materials such as paper, cardboard, plastic, textile, rubber, leather, wood, furniture pieces, and garden trimmings. And non-combustible material consist of glass, crockery, tin cans, aluminum cans, ferrous and non-ferrous metals, dirt, and construction waste. So again, the next content present in municipal solid waste are ashes and residues. The material remaining from burning of wood, coal, coke, and other combustible waste which are classified under ashes and different residues. The ashes and residues are normally composed of fine powdery material, cinders, clinkers, and small amount of burnt and partially burned materials. Next is demolition and construction waste. The waste from raised buildings and other structures are classified under demolition waste. Waste from the construction, remolding, repairing of residential, commercial, and industrial buildings and similar structure are classified as construction waste. These waste may include dirt, stone, concrete, bricks, etc. Next is special waste. The waste such as street sweepings, roadside litters, catch basin debris, dead animals, abandoned vehicles are classified under special waste. And last is treatment plant waste. The solid and semi solid waste from water, wastewater, and industrial waste treatment facilities are included in classification of treatment waste. So, as you can see in this figure, so this first image represent the demolition waste. The second one is garbage, and this one is some roadside waste. So these are different kind of material or contents that are present in municipal solid waste or that are the parts of municipal solid waste. So this is the tabular form of contents or types of municipal solid waste that we have already seen. So if the question asked in your examination, either you can write this question answer in theoretical or paragraphical form or in tabular form. So these contents or the theory is similar to previous one. So let's we see the types of municipal solid waste. First, we have already seen the garbage. Garbage is wastewater preparation, cooking and serving of food, market refuse, waste from handling, storage and sale of meat and vegetables. The sources of garbage or food waste are generated from household and institutional and commercial activities such as hotels, stores, restaurants, markets, etc. Next is rubbish. The rubbish are the combustible materials such as paper, cardboard, cartons, wood boxes, plastics, rags, cloths, beddings, leather, rubber, glass, leaves yard, trimmings, etc. and non-combustible materials such as metal, tin cans, metal foil, dirt, stone, bricks, ceramics, crockery, glass bottle and other mineral refuses. So source of the rubbish is are either from some construction material or from commercial activities. Next is ashes and residues. The residues from fires used for cooking and for heating buildings, cinders, clinkers, thermal power plant, etc. And the bulky waste is consist of large auto parts, tire stores, refrigerators parts, and other large appliances. Furniture, large crates, branches of trees, etc. comes under bulky waste. Next is street waste. Street sweeping dirt, leaves, catch basin debris, animal droppings, content of litter, receptacles, dead animals, etc. And sources of street waste are from street, sidewalk, alleys, vacant plots, etc. Next is dead animal waste. The small animal, cat, dogs, poultry, etc. and large animals, horses, cows, etc. And last one is construction and demolition waste, which is classified under plumber, roofing material, sheeting scraps, rubble, broken concrete plasters, conduit pipes, insulating material, wires, etc. And source are from construction and demolition sites, remolding, repairing sites. Next is industrial and sludge waste of different water and wastewater treatment plants. The solid waste resulting from industry, process and manufacturing operations such as food processing, waste boiler, house cinders, etc., wood, plastic and metal scraps and shaving, etc., sludge of sewage treatment plant and septic tank, post screening grit, etc. And the sources of this industrial waste and sludges are from different factories, power plants, treatment plants, etc. Next one is hazardous waste. Hazardous waste consists of pathological waste, explosives, radioactive waste, toxic waste, etc. And sources of generation of hazardous waste are from some household activities, hospitals, institutions, stores, industries, etc. Next is horticultural waste. The tree trimming leaves waste from parks and gardens are comes under horticulture waste. And sources are from parks, gardens, roadside trees, etc. So now we have seen the types or classification of particular a municipal solid waste. So now we are seeing the classification or types of in general solid waste. So solid waste are divided into municipal waste, industrial waste and hazardous waste and hospital waste. So we have already seen the classification of municipal solid waste. So what is municipal solid waste? Municipal waste include waste from residential, commercial, open areas such as parks, streets, playgrounds, etc. and treatment plant waste. This includes waste such as garbage, rubbish, ashes, demolition and construction waste, special waste, treatment plant waste, principally composed of residual sludge, etc. So we have already seen the classification of municipal solid waste. The garbage, rubbish, demolition waste, industrial waste are comes under this municipal solid waste. So next type of solid waste is industrial waste. So industrial waste are those waste arising from industrial activities and typically include rubbish, ashes, demolition and construction waste, special waste and hazardous waste. So next type is hazardous waste. The industrial and hospital waste is considered under hazardous as they may contain different toxic substances. The hazardous waste could be highly toxic to humans, animals and plants. They are corrosive, highly inflammable or explosive. In the industrial sector, the major generators of hazardous waste are the metal, chemicals, papers, pesticides, dye, rubber and different industrial products. So direct exposure to chemicals in hazardous waste such as mercury and cyanides can be fatal. So next is hospital waste or biomedical waste, which is also comes under hazardous waste. The biomedical waste means any waste which is generated during the diagnosis, treatment or immunization of human being or animals or in research activities pertaining thereto or in the production or testing of biological activities. So it may include waste like sharp waste, pathological waste, pharmaceutical waste, genotextile waste, chemical waste, and radioactive waste. So next important is characteristics of solid waste. So similar to characteristics of water and wastewater, the solid waste have some different characteristics. So again there are physical and chemical characteristics. So under physical characteristics, the first one is density. The knowledge of density is important for the design of all element of the solid waste management system like storage, transport and disposal of solid waste. For example, for a known volume of solid waste, its density gives us the idea about the requirement of the truck in tonnage. The density varies significantly from source to disposal site because of handling, change in moisture content, densification due to vibrations of movement, disturbances by animals and birds, etc. So the densities of solid waste is varies from part to part. The next physical characteristics is moisture content. Moisture content of the solid waste is expressed as the weight of moisture per unit weight of wet material. The moisture content varies generally from 20 to 45% depending upon the climatic conditions and level of city, etc. The increase of moisture content increases the weight and thus cost of transportation, and the storage section should take care of it. So next are chemical characteristics. So first is calorific value. What is calorific value? The calorific value is the amount of heat generated from combustion of a unit weight of substances expressed as kilocalories per kilogram. The calorific value is determined in the laboratory by bomb calorimeter. Next chemical characteristics of solid waste are determined of assessing the treatment process. Mainly three chemical characteristics are determined: chemical, biochemical and toxicological. The chemical quantities of solid waste in Indian urban centers are pH, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. So that is NPK count, the total carbon nitrogen ratio and calorific value. So these are comes under chemical characteristics. Biochemical characteristics include carbohydrate, protein, nature fiber and biodegradable factors. And toxic characteristics includes heavy metals, pesticides, insecticides, etc. Again, the consideration of lipids, that is fats, oil and grease, should also be done as they are of very high calorific value, that is about 38,000 kilocalorie per kilogram of solid. These days, the synthetic organic material like plastic have become a significant component of solid waste, accounting for 5 to 7%. In India, the plastic is non-biodegradable and thus poses a great problem. It chokes the drains and it burns, it produces poisonous gases. The thin plastic sheets and bags are not recycled as the cost of making it dirt and oil free make process uneconomical. So all the above considerations of characteristics are required to design, conceive and assess the most appropriate way of transportation, the requirement of treatment, extraction of energy and the safe and sanitary way of disposal for the protection of environment. So effect of the solid waste are health hazard. If solid waste are not collected and allowed to accumulate, they may create unsanitary conditions. This may lead to epidemic outbreaks and many diseases like cholera, diarrhea, dysentery, plague, jaundice or gastrointestinal diseases may spread and causes loss of human lives. So, in addition to improper handling of solid waste, a health hazard for the workers who come in direct contact with waste are important. Next is environmental impact. If the solid waste are not treated properly, decomposition and putrefaction may take place. So, because of this, the organic solid waste during decomposition may generate obnoxious gases or odors. So, these are the overall summary of sources and types of solid waste. So in this particular module we have seen the sources and generation of solid waste, the types and classification of solid waste, as well as the classification of municipal solid waste and different characteristics of solid waste and effect of solid waste. Thank you.